Hello? Is there someone out there? Hi guys. So, I just watched Bird Box. Yeah. How's everyone doing? You all good? If you enjoyed today's video, please do leave it a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my channel. We're back with Phyzik reviews. So, I saw Bird Box again with my girlfriend Cassie, and I got some stuff to say on it. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be from the amount of horrible negative reviews it got, but it's definitely, you know, this is a film that has had such a split and diverse response. You know, either people seem to love it or they seem to hate it. I think the vast amount of people that would have liked it a lot may be the people that have read the book or just like that kind of film or some of the actors that are in it. Yeah, okay, so comparisons. Yeah, it's very similar to both The Happening and A Quiet Place in the premise. You know, with The Happening, you have this virus that no one understands that is causing people to kill themselves in various different ways. And with A Quiet Place, you have to disable one of your senses to survive. In the sense of, in A Quiet Place, you have to make sure that the monsters can't hear you. When it comes to the actors and the characters, I think there are a lot of good actors in this film. Some of them did an okay job, some of them didn't do a great job. It's surprisingly, you know, from a book, you'd expect there to be more depth with these characters, but there wasn't too much depth in these characters, actually, and that's a real shame, because considering how many people there were in this film, there are a lot of characters. Unfortunately, some of them only turn up to die, which is a real shame. It's a shame when that happens. This is another one of those films with a strong female lead character, but it always seems to revert back to motherhood being this big important thing, which obviously it is, and it's about these people connecting, finally being able to accept being a mother or whatever, but that's not the only thing you can find to be an aspect of a strong female character. There is so much more that you could talk about, and I think it's a bit insulting to women. Now, this film had the comic relief character from Get Out in it, the horror film. His name is Lil Ray Howery, and he plays a guy called Charlie. One of the most interesting characters is Douglas, played by John Malkovich. This is another one of those films where everyone only has first names, and I'm fine with that. John Malkovich I find to be quite an annoying actor. For some reason, loads of people adore him as if he's something really special, when most of the time he plays the same annoying kind of person. In this film, he was one of the characters that had the most depth, that's for sure. He was a complete narcissist, a total idiot to everyone, and he played that character well, because I'm pretty sure John Malkovich is that kind of person. You have Trevante Rhodes playing Tom. This is a guy from Moonlight, a gay romance film, a black gay romance film that I thought was very good, very good. Leagues above this film, but that's an actual film, as opposed to being just a kind of big thing. I don't know what I'm doing there, but these types of films are very popular with people, you know, post-apocalyptic, end of the world kind of scenarios. I was okay with Sandra Bullock's character, but she was just this, you know, steely, strong female lead, and I think there can be more depth to characters if they're going to be a female lead character than just being, you know, I'm tough, I'm not like other girls, I'm not a damsel in distress, I'm tough. And I will say, one of the best scenes in Bird Box is the start of the film. After the flash forward, the film starts off in an incredible way. It's very tense, it's very suspenseful, there's a lot of action going on. I think that bit's really well filmed, and it's a shame you don't get to see much of that sort of stuff throughout the rest of the film. Now, important things, you know, cinematography, the directing. Were these two things good? It looked kind of like a TV movie. I'm not gonna lie, the directing and cinematography wasn't anything special, but at the end of the day it also wasn't like awful. it was just kind of competent, you know. This is one of those films that it's competently made. It is, but it could have been so much more with this premise. It could have been so much more, because I do want to point that out. The concept and the premise is fantastic, and it could have been pulled off in the most incredible way. The thing is, we never get to see what these characters see before they die or whatever, or what they finally end up realizing when they see this thing. So it's hard to connect with how horrifying what they're seeing is, and I would have liked to have got an idea behind that. You don't once in the film, and it's a bit confusing working out what this thing is, how it operates, why it exists, where it came from. All of that sort of stuff just isn't really explained at all, and in A Quiet Place, I was fine with that sort of stuff, because I liked that sort of stuff because it helped us connect with the main characters. The whole idea behind A Quiet Place was that these characters were trying to work everything out for themselves, trying to understand how these things operate and how to finally understand how to do something about it. So I was fine with being completely unaware of what these things are or where they came from, but it was a bit different in this film, and some kind of explanation would have been nice. It is just, I don't know, odd. But for the most part, I thought it was okay. I really didn't think it was nearly as bad as anyone was talking about. I thought it was a lot better than what people were saying, but at the end of the day, it's still nothing special. When it comes to the music, again, not much personality. That's one thing that it's such a shame with big films like this, you know, huge productions, when they have no character, no personality that sets them aside from any other film. You have films like A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. It's this Iranian horror film, all set in black and white. It has this very unique tone, this very unique feel to it. So after you've seen it, it sticks in your head for such a long time because you've never seen anything like it before in your life. When you see a Quentin Tarantino movie, you know you're watching a Quentin Tarantino movie. You know you've got very loud, abrasive characters, really well-written dialogue. You've got the crazy action with lots of blood and gore, but really over-the-top stuff, so it's not like cringy. With Scorsese, you have these really long, sweeping shots with lots of characters, lots of stuff going on. But in this film, you didn't really get any of that. It was all filmed in a pretty simple way. I don't really know what I'm even trying to say about this film, really, other than, you know, it was okay. It was, you know, it was competent, but it didn't set itself aside from anything else enough, in my opinion. I think with the concept, it could have been so much more. Because what I was hoping to see was loads of these fears manifesting in front of people that are so vivid and horrifying, that they feel the need to end their own lives. I would have loved to have seen what these characters were seeing. I just don't understand why you don't. It's odd, a very odd choice, but I guess maybe that's because of the book, and maybe they didn't want to be different to the book or anything like that. But that's all I really have to say on it. I thought I was going to be talking for a while longer, but it's just okay, really. If you want to check it out, feel free to. It's definitely worth a watch. I'd say that for the premise alone. You can find it on Netflix for free at the minute, or basically anywhere on the internet. So yeah, I would say check it out. Definitely, without a doubt, definitely take a look at it. But don't expect to be blown away. If you're the right type of person, expect to be really disappointed, because for a lot of people, they just despise this film. But yeah, so I'm going to give Bird Box a 6 out of 10. Yeah. If you enjoyed watching, please do leave a like and subscribe if you want to help support me and my content. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next one. Take care now.